Welcome back to the Outdoor Shopper. I'm Jay Ducote. One of my favorite things to do is hunt all over North America. Go from state to state, hunting big game in their own habitats. It's fantastic. But one of the most painful parts of that to me is to figure out what the laws and regulations are in each state. And usually navigating their websites can be really tricky, tedious, tiresome. I don't want to do it anymore. And now I don't have to, because we've got the non-resident hunting guide from Major Encounters. And we've got Mike Major here. How are you, sir?
How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing great. Look at this publication that you put out. How did you come about creating this book?
Well, 3 years ago, I was planning a hunt and was on a website and was just having a heck of a time finding some information on the animal that I wanted to hunt. And I knew no one has done this before. We started by navigating these websites, punching our way through and getting as much information as we could. And then we took and had, for 3 years, had everyone send us their rules and regulations. So we compiled all this information together, put it in a color-coded form where it was easy to read and stuff, and then we actually sent a 2-page PDF like this to each individual state.
Wow.
So we literally have people in their department check that. They also gave us great ideas for additions, so we know that we have pretty darn accurate information and up-to-date stuff on our website when there is a change in the middle of the season.
So the main point of this, and again, shoptos.com, or that toll-free number that you see at the bottom of the screen, like always, that's how you can get any of the products in here. This product is $9.95. It is the best deal that you're going to find anywhere. The non-resident hunting guide is going to help you with hunts all over America, even in Canada, and it's going to have all those details, all the resources, all the rules and laws and regulations that you need to know before you go on a major hunt in any state or in any of those Canadian territories. Let's just show, for example, exactly what you're going to get here when we go to a state like Florida that I open it up to. What we have here at the top is just the big game animals that people typically hunt, right?
Yeah, the way we did this is just below each state, we put the big game animals that a non-resident can go to that state and hunt. Then what we did below that is gave a good website that actually takes you to the hunting, a good phone number that you're going to talk to someone about hunting, and then if the tag is an over-the-counter or a draw. If it's a draw tag, when to apply for it, because so many draws are in the spring.
Right.
Like to apply for a mule deer hunt out west, you apply in April, but you hunt in November.
Right.
So we put all that information together, plus 10 bullet points on the other side, stuff like fluorescent orange, tree blind rules, baiting. Some states allow you to bait, some states don't. Fluorescent orange, when you need to have hunter safety. So we've tried to compile all the stuff that you need to start planning a hunt anywhere in the country.
So I think that's one thing that's really interesting, is that each state has those different rules, those regulations that are all different. And the great thing is they're all right here in this book. So what you can do is save a lot of money, because when you get stopped by a game warden in another state, say I've never been hunting in Idaho before, if I go to Idaho and I don't have the right amount of orange on, whatever those laws are, they differ from state to state, and if you don't know what they are, you get stopped by a game warden, you could get fined, they could take your gun away, they could take that deer away if you bag deer, they could take your truck away if you really do it wrong and throw you in the slammer. Not what you want to happen when you go on that hunt of a lifetime. Just because you're hunting in a different state doesn't mean you shouldn't know what the proper laws and regulations are.
Right. Also, say you make a mistake because you didn't have these right rules and regulations. If you do something that gives you a big enough ticket where they could actually take your hunting license away, now there's a thing called the Hunter's Pact. In this book, I show every single state that has joined together. So if you did something wrong in Florida and they took your hunting privileges away for a year, all these other states do the same thing. So this book could save you from getting in trouble in one state and losing your privileges in almost every other state in the country.
Well, there you go, guys. It saves you time because it's all here in one book. It's going to save you money because what you're going to be able to do is avoid breaking those laws and rules and regulations. You're going to know exactly what to do to prepare for your hunt properly in every state that you go to, and it's only going to cost you $9.95. Mike spent 3 years of his life putting this together, and you can have it for $9.95. ShopTOS.com or that toll-free number at the bottom of the screen. Mike, this is a fantastic publication.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much for bringing it in. I mean, just look how many